Three, two, one. We are live. How are you, everybody? Our visionary entrepreneurs and life changers. It's Thursday again. Every Thursday, 1 p.m. is our inspiration and implementation time live with Spring. I hope either you are watch live or replay. I hope you are having already started a fantastic Thursday already. Okay, and actually today I'm in New York City, and it's early March. Right? Can't believe it's like just yesterday we celebrated the new year 2019, and now it's already in the March. Time really flies. And now it's still like it's early springtime, right? But we just had a big snow, and now when I look outside of the window, I can see the lawns half like covered under the white snow, and another half with the hope of life, the green life. So, and we'll have a blue sky. So it's a wonderful day. Hopefully we will have spring come to the corner quite soon. We will have a beautiful season. And spring, by the way, is always my favorite season because all of diversities and the lives, all the new hope, right? And it's just like today why I shared the event photo. I put that background photo is all about the mountain, the nature, the beautiful wildflowers, right? It's really like bringing the season early to you, okay? Hope you are enjoying it. So today, actually, I really want to, instead of like really teaching, I'm here more like a student. Today, I want to be a student. I just want to share with you what I am learning. And it's very interesting. Recently, I'm getting from different resources, but a similar message to me. It's like what I put into title for today's event is focus on adding values daily. I got this message directly and more intensely from the new book I'm reading from John Maxwell, the LeaderShift. LeaderShift. It just I think released early this year. So it's a new book. His new book. He has written dozens of books, right? We know John Maxwell, the #1 expert in leadership. And actually, it's my first time to fully emerge into what he's sharing about, what is his great messages. Like previously, I was just to get like here and there occasional inspirations or quotes from him, so I did not really fully understand his mind. So this time it's great. If I get some time and really merge into this book. And so far, I just finished 2 chapters, but it's really great. It's helping me actually, even though I'm in coaching industry for 10 years, every day I've been learning from these great minds like Tony Robbins, like Brendan Burchard, like Russell Brunson, Lisa Saswich, all these kind of great mentors and Clint authors recently I'm speaking as well. So all the great speakers all have the different, different kind of a mindset, different wisdom, right? From different angle, from their own life experience, their own breakthroughs, their own transformations to teach us. But recently the message really from different resources, from customers' feedback, from partners, from John Maxwell, the messages I'm getting is really focused on providing adding the values today, every day, especially from this leadership book. And the message is very, very intense. So today I just really want to be like a student to share with you this reading journey I'm learning from John Maxwell. And even though it's just 2 chapters, I think it's great enough for me to share with you, because last night I actually stayed quite late. I was, reading and also reviewing and writing my review about the book reading. I've not done this for a long time. I think this is really a good habit for me to re-pick it up and to, spend more time every day, at least like a half an hour to read a book, and really like a great mindset books and personal development books, and also at the same time to writing down the notes. I found that if you just read and do not take notes, it's not doing you big favor. And I don't know, some of you maybe you just want to keep your book brand new, right? After you even read it, it's still like new. My habit is like once I get a book, the first thing I will write sign my name and the dates when I got this book and started to reading. And then Some people may not like this kind of habits because I'm doing all these marks, like highlights and underline where I think it's important. So I underline them and briefly, and sometimes I give like a brief comments there and my inspirations from there or anything remind me related to it. So I have quite let's say, and sometimes if I really like it, I put the like this star mark and my heart there. And let's see, yeah, it's just like I like to use by the way, I like bullets, right? I like bullets and I put a star sign there so I know that which one is remind me self. So this is very helpful for me to get quickly, and I review the book, I can quickly get to like those things I underlined or those things I put how to say the star mark there, so it can help me quickly jump into those highlights. And then I write a notes on my, and save that notes on my computer. Now I cannot see it, but I can refer to it. So when I share or when I want to refer to it later, I could quickly find those summarized content. And by the way, some of my mentors recommend the Evernote. If you are using it, and you keep using it, and if some of you may not use it, and like me, I may try to explore it. It's like previously I like to, every time people may bring their physical notebook, sometimes I just bring my cell phone and write the notes in my email and send the email to myself so I can save. But that's still not the most efficient way because I have to save the email content to my computer. And then I use either like a Word document to write my notes to save on my computer. I just like everything saved on my computer so I can, easily find it in the folder and find the reference. But my mentor is suggesting to use Evernote and everything saved online, and it's easy for you to synchronize through a different device and also can help you easily search for it. So yeah, just open your mind every day, explore some new things to see if that's really like save your time and also like bring more efficiency and it's great usage for you. Okay, so that's my way. And now I want to share with you, it's like really all these messages I'm getting is like every day is reminding me how you can add values, And today, first I want to share the chapter 1, the leadership, share with us. And first I want to share with what is leadership, right? Actually, John Maxwell, basically he created this kind of a new word. It's like a verb from outside, from the book outside, you can see it's just like it looks like 2 words, leadership. But inside the book, he put these 2 words together to make it like a verb, leadership. We do leadership or leadership team, It's just like he created this new word. I believe it will be very popular and people will use that like the new word. Okay. And leadership, he mentioned that he defined it. Leadership is an ability and willingness to make a leadership change that will positively enhance organizational and personal growth. So it's basically it's leadership change, and inside of it, he introduced the 11 essential changes every leader must embrace. So, and he also introduced the top 3 leadership qualities, or like required adaptability. Those top 3 leadership qualities are: the first one, the ability to motivate staff, the ability to work well across cultures, and then the ability to facilitate change. So all of them, like motivate, work across different cultures, and facilitate change, all require adaptability to adapt and shift. So basically use the shift to express how to change, how to adapt, how to motivate, how to facilitate, and how to work well across different cultures. Okay, and it also described, it's actually really similar to our Chinese philosophy. He described leadership should be like water. The water will always like find its way, right? And so flexible, and also change their shapes, whatever they meet, the water meets, and then also creates its way, right? Water, it's always like a force. and so flexible, but it's at the same time so forceful. If the water keep like hitting rocks, they will change the shapes of the rocks, right, through years. And so the water is really like a unseen force. And that's it's like the leadership he described we should be. Find our way and also create our ways. Okay, and for how to leadership, so here he used that word as a verb, leadership, the how to leadership. He used a framework, describe the 7 things we need to do. Okay, the number 1 thing is continually learn, unlearn, and relearn. So it's very important we keep learning, and at the same time we be flexible and be open to learn new things. And we sometimes will require you to unlearn those things you've already learned before. Maybe we not like how to say adaptable or suitable for the new date, for what's new, our new for example technologies, our new mindsets, and new discoveries. So you need to keep learn and then unlearn and then relearn something you learned before. You have some perspective and knowledge, but then if you relearn, you may find a different wisdom, right? It's just like for leadership, previously I thought I know a lot about the leadership already, but now I get this new reading and it's like shifting my mindsets as well. So it's like relearn. Okay, and the number 2 is really value yesterday but live in today. So he focused on not just the value yesterday, learn from the history, learn from the past, right? But also focus on be present in today. And the third one is rely on speed, but thrive on timing. So speed is very important, but timing, the right timing is even more important, right? It's like, it's really like, actually, this is again, very resonated with our Chinese ancient philosophy as well. It's like timing, the right timing is even more important than your speed. Sometimes even though you are fast, if it's not the right time, you may not get the best opportunities, right? But the catch up the right timing can really do you for the favor. And the number 4, see the big picture as the picture keeps getting bigger. So always have the vision. I'm a vision person. I always call my people as a visionary entrepreneurs. That's why we love to see the big picture, and it's really our qualities, our core, to see the big pictures, but also that the vision also evolves and the big picture will keep expanding as well. And number 5 is really live in today. Like we mentioned the value yesterday, but live in today, right? But now it's like live in today, but think about tomorrow. So this is really leadership thinking. You focus on today every day, right? You do not skip today. Today is the most important, but at the same time, you need to think about tomorrow, have a big vision to look forward, right? And then number 6 is move forward courageously in the midst of uncertainty. And today, and actually at the beginning, he emphasized why we need a leader, right? Leaders are really necessary when the things are uncertain. If everything is certain, we do not need leaders. Everybody knows what to do, right? As this is certain and we know what to deal with. But leaders really stand out when the times are uncertain, and that's really the how to say, almost like the birth soil for leaders. So we love, as leaders, we love uncertainty, because the majority followers want to follow us because we as leaders can stand firmly and courageously lead people to even move forward in a time of uncertainty or the circumstances with uncertainty, right? That's a really role leaders are important to play in those times. Okay, number 7, the things to do for the leadership is really realize today's best will not meet tomorrow's challenges. Okay, so never be satisfied. Okay, and today you get great progress, you feel like you are successful, but never be satisfied and stay there and stuck by today. Like he mentioned about the best, the good is the enemy of great, but best is the enemy of better. So when you think you're good enough, you stay in the comfort zone, and that's an enemy for you to become great, right? Well, sometimes I define like a good coach. You do not really want a good coach. You want to become a great coach or great entrepreneur who has a big vision and a big cause and a big mission to fulfill. So not just like for your own success, not just make money, not just like have certain level of how to say enjoyment of life, but you need really achieve greatness to fulfill more other people. Okay, and the best is the enemy of better. If you feel, oh, I'm doing the best now, you get satisfied and you stay there, you stuck there. You will not become better. So the best is really relevant. It's like always think about how to become a better. So every day he reminded us to ask the 2 questions. It's like if you are doing anything, you ask yourself, is this the best I can do today? Or and ask another question is, for the today, when you overview, it's like, am I getting better today? Okay, so this is 2. You use both best and also better. Best, you use it when you are doing everything. You always try to do your best. Is this the best I can do for this thing? But for the whole day, you review, it's like, am I getting better every day compared with yesterday? Okay, so it's very important mindset and things to prepare you for your leadership. And then he introduced the first leadership is about from the soloist to conductor. Well, very important and reminder to me, because like in the coaching industry, I've been doing the coaching 10 years, even though I have like partners, joint venture partners, but majority time I've been doing this alone, soloist. Many of us are solo entrepreneurs, right? Solo, that means you're doing things alone. No matter how passionate you are and how big driven you are, if you're doing the soloist, your impact is very limited. And that's why since actually last year, I get many mentors urge to really find how to say, really innovate my business model, my business scope to get to get to a bigger impact. And so he reminded us again to not to be a soloist, instead to transit, to shift into conductor. He used that metaphor like in orchestra, right? Like the conductor, how to understand and utilize connect with everyone and get their best out, and actually to create the whole team, to create unlimited possibilities and to make beautiful music. So that's a metaphor, but in our business, we also need connect with other people, work as a team to create better results and bigger impact to influence more people and to create more values, right? So he said that you can be a successful person on your own. Yeah, that's actually not difficult, right? You can be a successful person on your own, but not a successful leader. Yeah, you cannot be a successful leader by yourself. That's exactly like a previous that I was like felt fulfilling by myself, but I was not really, I was doing like leadership coaching, but I was not really a successful leader because I had no team to lead. So now that's why I'm expanding my coaching business to be in the financial services industry as well. So I'm developing my team to work together so I can really have like a real life leadership to lead other people and to build them and to how to say to lift them up to become the best of themselves, and at the same time practice my coaching, my leadership to help other people to fulfill. So it's not just helping my clients now, but really to organize, to develop my team, to practice my leadership and lead the team to impact more and to create more results. And he shared with like Zig Ziglar's saying earlier that impact him a lot when he just started, when John Maxwell just started his leadership role. Ziglar said, you can get everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want, right? Many people, you are familiar with this famous saying. But this one is still like you focus on the first part, is like you get everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. So the focus is still like you start with you. So John Maxwell even like evolved further from here. He transformed, but through his years, over 40 years of leadership, coaching, mentoring, expertise on it. He further developed this to another level. It's really to forget about yourself, to just live off yourself, but purely focus on other people. So focus on others and add value to others. So that's why I feel like so inspired. Like John Maxwell really inspired me. It's like how is, even though nobody's really defining him just as like a servant, like a service type of kind of a leader, right? Those leaders, service leaders, they really focus on serving other people. And he has been focusing on like adding value to other people, how to lifting others and find the best and to let other people shine. And you stand behind and support them and lift them up. But at the same time, as you know, he's so famous, right, in this industry because he has been, even though he did not try to really, how to say, show off himself in the front, he's trying to lift out other people, but eventually he himself stand up as well, and everybody wants to lift him up. So that's the beauty of the leadership, the true leadership, to really help other people stand up, and at the same time you will get lifted up as well. So he mentioned about a conductor, right? He's keeping using that metaphor. A conductor works to bring out the best in everyone, to create really the limitless possibilities of the beautiful musics. And the challenges also he shared. When we do the leader shifting from soloist to conductor, there are quite some challenges as well. He mentioned about the mainly 5 challenges. Let's see. Let me quickly get back to my book to see the challenges he mentioned. Yeah, I think there are 7 actually. He mentioned about the 7 challenges. Hold on one moment. Let's see. Yeah, challenges number 1. I was right. Okay, the number 1 is really going slower so you can go farther. Going slower so you can go farther. As a leader, he mentioned about like a leader in your team. So if you are soloist, right, you can always like go fast as the speed you want. If you are very like a talented, smart, and you go fast by yourself. But if you want to be a good leader, you need to like cope with the speed of your team. And some people you may need to slow down to help them to grow, right? That will slow yourself down. But eventually you hope the whole team grow and move forward. And eventually at the end, you feel like at the beginning maybe slow. And when you build up the team move forward together, eventually it will speed up, right? So it's like going slower so you can go farther. And you can, like you go, if you want to go fast, I remember some saying like that, if you want to go fast, go by yourself, right? If you want to go farther, you go as a team. You help other people to go together and you support each other to go farther. And that's a more like a long-term and sustainable way to go farther. And he also called like a leadership dance. A leadership dance, how to deal with different characters, different personalities, different team members, and like dance, right? Sometimes you need to go fast, sometimes you need to slow down, and it's like it's like tango dancing. And now the second challenge you mentioned is really recognizing that you need others. That is awareness. It's very important in this kind of mindset and awareness. It's like sometimes people think, especially those experts, I need to remind you, right, you guys, like our smart genius experts and consultants, people, you think like, oh, I do not need others. I really want to be fast, right? I go forward by myself. But you really need to realize that, recognize that you need other people to complete each other. It's really that kind of a mindset. It's wonderful. It's like a complete. I still know that in our loving relationship, people mention about, oh, you complete me, or we complete each other, right? Here, John Maxwell used that in a leadership and a partnership and teamwork as well. It's like we really focus on the completing culture instead of like a competition culture. Like in nowadays, many places I know that, especially in the companies, right? People have the competition culture. Like it's just like, I want to be better. than you, so I could get more secure in my career or get a promotion and get more pay and become a higher on the ladder of management, right? So that's a typical, in majority of like companies, it's like a typical competition culture. Here, he really reminds us to focus on the completing culture. Is this culture you really have that kind of a security in yourself? First, you have that security sense in yourself, that confidence in yourself, and then find that really help to cultivate that completing culture to help each other and recognize that you need others and other people need you as well. You need each other to succeed. Okay, so that's the second challenge. And number 3, he mentioned about making the effort to understand others. It's very important and very it's very like resonate with his saying before in other books. He mentioned about like you want to provide a value to other people, right? It's really like add value by value other people. So if we want to add value, first you need to value other people. That is based on your understanding of them. Only when you understand other people, you would like to like value them, right? So it's like really take that time. It's make the effort to understand others. Spend the time to show your interest. Like many people learn about the communication arts, right? Arts of communication. One of the important art is about how you show your interest and a genuine interest in other people, and then listen to them, be a good listener, and understand what they are talking about, what they are passionate about. Especially for us, like our visionary entrepreneurs, our coaches, other speakers, and our consultants, right? If you really want to help other people, if you really want to add values to them, you first need to understand them. I teach this in our Purposeful and Profitable Niche Secrets as well. To really fully clarify your niche, you need to first understand your ideal market. What is your target ideal market? What they are thinking about? What's their challenge? What's their desire, right? Their desires, and what they really want to, accomplish. So you need to understand them to understand your market. And here is in the leadership role, you need to understand people so you can lead them and you can help them and you can lift them up, right? So, and that's the number 3 challenge. And number 4 is really wanting others to shine more than you do. Yeah, this is difficult, right? This is very difficult for many people who really wants to shine. I know, like traditional leadership, people wants to highlight themselves. And especially in American culture, because I have the background from a Chinese conservative culture. So I very clearly know what's the American culture changes people. It's really like one side is very good, emphasize the self-confidence, the self-esteem, the confidence, and boldly present in front of the public, right? The public speaking, especially they want you to be how to shine, to really fully impress yourself, express yourself to impress other people. But at the same time here, John Maxwell, I believe he grows up from the American culture as well, right? So, but he gets this balance. He's really wanting other people, helping other people to shine more than you. So this is really great, actually, a good balance to typical American culture. It's not just you yourself stand as the soloist to show up yourself, to get yourself shine, but share the stage with other people, especially to put other people in front of you to let them shine and to shine more than you do. Okay, so that's why I think I need to do more in my group and in my community as well. This is a good reminder to me, even though I came from a Chinese like a conservative culture background, but through over 15 years of transformation in the US, I learned all this kind of like the shining, the confidence and public speaking culture in the US, right? I become more like a American mindset. So here is a great balance and reminder for me to really help other people to shine more than me do. So I look for opportunities to lift up other people. So John Maxwell, right, has been emphasizing this again and again, that always look for opportunities every day to lift up other people. So that's a wonderful reminder to us. And here, he introduced about the five points about how you can look for opportunities to lift up other people every day. Okay, so he mentioned about the 5 things about, for example, first, see the possibilities in all people. So always look at the good things for them. Okay, see the possibilities in all people, and no matter what their background, or or understand them and see the abilities in them. And then the second one is really honor them in front of others. And this one I've been doing good, I think. Whenever I get a chance, I would honor other people and really compliment them, honor them what they did good, and to make them feel, how to say, good, and also make them like really show up very well in front of other people. And the third one is invite them to help achieve the vision. So this is very important, especially a leader, right? Invite a team, invite the talents to help you to accomplish the vision. So not just you as a leader, just how to say, rush in the front to accomplish your vision. You need the whole team. So invite them into the vision, call them into this big mission and the cause, to do the work together to accomplish it. So everyone will feel that they share that kind of a mission and share that honor to achieve the vision. And then number 4 is like, notice that they do well, notice what they do well, and compliment them. So that's very important. And I need to improve myself on this part as well, like do make more compliments. Especially very interesting, right? Many of you maybe notice that it's easy for us to compliment other people than compliment your family members, right? Especially a spouse. So I need to remind myself this part is really, no matter if people are close to me or like far to me, outside people or inside, we need to really genuinely find what they do well and compliment them, including my kids, my husband, and my partners. And then and other people like who just like on my social connections, really find the opportunities to compliment them. For my group of abundant entrepreneurs, I always like want to give people thumbs up and like whatever most things they share. Like if I feel like it's very valuable to the group, so I always give them that compliment. I would like to do more of that. And then number 5 is thank them, to make sure they know they are valued. Yeah, really do not just keep your gratitude inside of your mind or inside of your heart. If you really want to thank somebody, speak it out, say it to them and thank them. Let them know that they are valued, they are recognized. Okay, so that's John's reminder to us how to lift up other people. And then for the challenge, the further, let's say, number 6, the challenge. Let me see. Helping other people, how to help other people to become better. Oh yeah, that's the number 5. Number 5 is how to help other people to become better every day. This is not very easy, right? But this is a mission for leaders. How to help other people become better. Remember we mentioned about better, not just be best, but every day become better than the last time, than yesterday. Become better every day. That means that you add values. So everything rises and falls on leaders. That's John's saying. Is very great. It's like, if you think about it, everything rises and falls on leadership. I remember another metaphor my mentor gave to us. It's like a group, for example, a group of sheep. If you would you like to be in a group, how to say, of sheep led by a lion, or a group of lions led by sheep? That's very interesting, right? It's just like the leadership really decides the results, no matter how strong is the team, the members. If we do not have a great leadership, and the whole team could not, could either fall or stand out, right? Or either you could accomplish your mission or not. It's really important by the leadership. So, and of course, for that metaphor, we would like to choose a group of maybe even a group of sheep led by a lion, right? Even better than a group of lions who may fight with each other, compete with each other without a very like a weak leadership. And then he said, normally the followers will ask their leaders 3 questions. Number 1 question is, do you care for me? The second one is, can I trust you? The third one is, can you help me? So as leaders, you need to always remember those 3 questions your followers would ask you, even though they were not really in the verbal to ask you. That's in their mind, in their heart, they will ask you. That's the question in your heart. Before they can fully trust you and follow you, they will ask, do you care about me? You know, can I trust you or can you help me, right? That's the questions. And for our entrepreneurs, when you want to really provide your services, you really want people become your clients. Actually, that's also the similar questions that your clients would ask you. So this is a great lesson for entrepreneurs as well. It's like your clients will ask you, do you care about me, right? Or you just care about making money from me, or just care about yourself, become famous, right? And then if I can trust you, are you a, how to say, person with integrity, with really a big call and really genuinely want to help people, right? And the third one is, can you help me? And your expertise, your knowledge, your wisdom can really help me. So those questions you need to answer for you to become a great leader, okay? And now, finally, in the chapter 2, John shared with us the change we need to focus from receiving to giving. This is very important teaching. It's really like most people may think more about receiving, right? And how many people are really wants to give and without thinking about receiving? Right here, he used the metaphor of sowing. The farmer keeps sowing, right? If you want to get a bigger harvest, you need to sow more seeds in the soil, right? You need to do more sowing than you want to expect to have a harvest. If you have always like think, oh, I want to harvest more, I want, without really focus on the first step to sowing more, and then you eventually, when the season is a ripe season, you could not really get a big harvest, right? So first focus on the sowing and plants, okay? So he shared about the 5 reminds on how to change your focus from receiving to giving. So, and John, I believe he's a faithful person, believing God, and he mentioned about many things. It's really, I can see that quality as a faithful person, and it's also like abundance thinking. Like he mentioned about the first one, you need to focus on adding value daily. That's what I put in today's title. It's really focus on adding value daily. We receive what we believe. He emphasized that we need to have the belief to sow more than we want to harvest, and the belief will encourage our anticipation. When we believe that we want to add more values every day, so we will have an anticipation that we will do more value-added things, right? And that will create our intention. Intention will bring our focus. When we have the focus, we will see related, really like relevant opportunities. From those opportunities, we will take action to grab those opportunities, and then will inflame our passion to do the things and to fuel our belief. So he just draw a circle from the 6 components, from our belief to our anticipation to our intention, and then to our focus and opportunities and take action, and then passion. Actually, it's the 7 components, okay? And then the second part he mentioned about add as much value as possible, as often as possible. So this is very important, as much value as possible and as often as possible. So every day keeps thinking about add more value and more frequently, more often, not just to maybe help one person, how to help more people, how to keep adding more values to them. And number 3 is like never wait to add value. So many people, like for example, you want to add value other people, you want to lift other people, or you want to wait for some good opportunities. Don't wait. Every day is only one. That day is only once, will be in your life only one time, right? If you pass that day, like today, for example, if we just let it go, it passed, and it will never come back. That's in your life, right? We have only one today, every day. So focus on bring the value right away, as much as you can, as often as you can, as on the time, at the right time you see, immediately to do that. Okay. And then number 4, he mentioned about give without keeping score. So that will help you motivate, stay pure. So that's very challenging for majority of us today, right? So how many of us do really want to just give without receiving, without expecting, without like score us? That's especially challenging. And he mentioned about he also experienced the similar challenges. John also had that, like, because he wants to get a score, right? He wants to get the like a recognition, wants people to notice the good he's doing, and that makes the motivations not really pure. So even though we are not saints, we may not be able to do that 100%, but it's a great reminder to help us remind that how to keep our motivations pure. We give, we love, we really help without really thinking about how much we are getting. So that's actually is really like deep secret in a business success as well, in everything, in our life, in our business as well. So how you can give without expecting receiving, and also get the scores, and to get people a pure value. And that's how we can really add the best value to other people. And then number 5, he said, welcome any return as an unexpected blessing. So actually that's the best part. It's really like when you are not expecting anything back, when you are not focusing on receiving, but purely on giving, purely on serving other people, purely on adding values to other people. And then whatever returns to you will be like a surprise, will be like an unexpected blessing and a joy to you. So that's a really blessing to us. So when you can get that level, this kind of wisdom, this kind of that kind of a level, that's really abundance thinking and abundance living level. So even though I know we are not perfect so far yet, but that's really great things we can strive to get to. So always have some higher standard. So when you can have some things to strive for, and to always on the way to reaching that higher altitude. Okay, so that what decides our quality of our life, and the quality of our business, and also the quality of our impact to other people's life as well. So, and at the end of the chapter 2, he had this conclusion and claim that we are like conductors. We are conductors. We're not just a soloist. We are teachers. We are poets. We are storytellers. We are dreamers, doers, right, and leaders with vision. And we are creators. That's what I added. And we are legends. So when you think about that kind of a height, that kind of a wisdom, your life and your motivation, your business will be totally at a different level. So that's today's sharing. I hope, today I'm a student. I'm reading John Maxwell's teaching and also wisdom, and I'm sharing with you, and I hope you are getting something great from it as well. I hope you will comment under this video. Let me know which part is your favorite part, and what is the best wisdom you learned today. Okay, so let's learn together and grow together. I'm really here, even though I've not been there perfectly, but that's in my belief and in my awareness and in my determinations that I'm here to serve you. I really want to lift you up. So feel free to comment to let me know what you need, what kind of inspirations, learning you get from today, and how I could better support you to stand out. Okay, thank you so much. I will look forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful Thursday. Bye.